Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Life After Undergrad. I am Shanoa Manso, a licensed master social worker, a graduate student, a graduate assistant, and your host today. Yesterday, we talked about grace and authenticity, that quiet courage it takes to show up as your full self without shrinking or performing. We explored how grace makes space for you to be real, even when that honesty asks you to release what no longer fits. And once you begin living more truthfully, grace gently invites you to take another step forward, to be intentional. Because authenticity tells you who you are, but intention helps you decide how you'll live. Grace in intention is about moving with meaning. It's choosing to live on purpose, not just by habit or reaction. So often, we go through our days on autopilot, responding to demands, chasing goals, meeting deadlines, all while quietly wondering if this is what we're meant to be doing. But grace slows us down. It whispers, you get to choose how you move through this moment. Intention is the bridge between who you are and who you're becoming. It's the decision to bring awareness into every space you enter, to act, speak, and love with purpose. But intention isn't about control. It's not about having every detail planned out or forcing things to happen a certain way. It's about alignment, checking in with your heart before you move. Grace in intention asks, is this coming from fear or from faith, from pressure or from peace? I remember a time when I was saying yes to everything, opportunities, projects, people, because I didn't want to disappoint anyone. And I think overall, I didn't want to disappoint myself. I wanted to do everything. I was so passionate about being amongst my community. It looked like ambition, but really it was avoidance. Avoidance of stillness, of silence, of asking whether all that doing was actually serving me, especially as I was struggling with some feelings of loss, and I think I utilized getting involved within my community as a way, or consistently working as well, as a way to kind of distract me from those feelings. But one day, and over time, I just began to sit and quietly reflect. And a thought came, what would it look like to move with intention instead of obligation? And that question changed everything for me. I started asking myself before every commitment, does this align with where I'm growing? Does this honor my peace? Is this a yes from my soul or just my fear of missing out? Grace taught me that saying no can be just as sacred as saying yes. That slowing down isn't laziness, it's leadership of the self. And that moving intentionally doesn't mean you'll always have clarity. It just means you're willing to stay present as it unfolds. When you live with intention, life begins to feel different. Conversations deepen, work becomes more purposeful. Even small everyday moments like your morning drink, your walk, or just your quiet time become rituals of gratitude because grace transforms ordinary choices into acts of alignment. So today, I invite you to set one gentle intention, not a task, not a goal, an energy. Maybe it's I intend to move with patience today. Maybe it's I intend to speak kindly to myself. Maybe it's I intend to show up with gratitude. Or maybe it's I intend to protect my peace. Let it be simple. Let it be sincere. Grace will meet you in that intention and guide you through the day. Because when you move with intention, even your smallest steps begin to carry divine direction. I saw a video yesterday and I reposted it on social media actually. And it was this woman talking about how her friend was upset at her for not telling her that she made the dean's list. But the girl who made the dean's list, all throughout the process, all throughout the journey, expressed what the work that she was putting in and how well that work and that method and that discipline that she enlisted was working for her. So she didn't think or question that she wouldn't make the dean's list. It wasn't a surprise because she knew the quality of work she was providing into the work, the effort, the quality of effort being put into the work was something that would gain the outcome of a dean's list. So stay tight within your process, but just know your process could change. Your process has to be flexible in addition to being disciplined because sometimes days are different, weeks are different, and commitments are different. So just give yourself grace to know that the energy you put into your stuff is the best energy. And if it isn't, and ask yourself this, how can you put your best energy into the things that may not be receiving it? So, as we wrap up here today, I want to thank you so, so, so much for staying tuned to the 5th episode of Season 3, Grace and Intention, for the Life After Undergrad podcast, 12 Days of Grace series. If you're interested in staying up to date with the most recent uploads and what we're doing on the page, the platform, the website, feel free to follow us at TVSWCT on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, and Discord. Until next time, see ya.